Hi, my name is Stephen Beasley. For the last 4 years or so, I've been separated from my ex. I have 3 kids with her. The first year was hell. I had to move to another state, start all over again. Didn't work out. The powers that be didn't help me work it out at all. I tried to see my kids every other weekend when I could. They were over 100 miles away, and it cost a lot of gas to get there. Well, I had to move back to another state where I had some kind of a life to get by. When I did that, my ex took it as a sign that I didn't care for my kids. And that's bullshit. I do care for my kids. I love them to death. I miss them every day. I have depression because of it. But it's going on 3 years since I've seen him or talked to him. I have no address, no phone number, no email. Well, no, I'll correct myself. I do have an email to her, which goes unanswered. I email all the time. I create Facebook profiles, many different ones, so I can message her and tell her that this is wrong. It's, especially with my job, I travel the country and I go to that certain state all the time. I don't know where the hell they are. As a father, I have no rights or anything to... I don't even know where the hell to start. My kids are brainwashed. They probably think I don't care about them. My ex probably fills their heads full of crap, and I wish I could do something. I know, yeah, there's a bunch of people out there saying, oh yeah, just build a custody case, get a court date. Well, I live in another state. I don't even think she knows what state I live in, and it's not going to be, I'll say it, Florida. I don't live in Florida. And I don't live in Tennessee, and I don't live in North Carolina. I don't live anywhere she would think I would be. It is not for reasons that she would probably say that I'm running from child support. No, that's not the case. Yeah, I do owe child support. Okay. But the thing is, I quit paying because what's the point? You're not going to allow me to talk to my children or see them or even let me write them. What's the point? You're not going to give me my rights. I'm not going to pay you shit. It's one thing to take a man's kids from him because the relationship turned to shit, then another to where while under the same roof you talk crap to your cousin, whom which I'm not naming, about how you're going to rape me in child support and make it to where I can't live anywhere. I do have that printed out, as well as all the other emails and messages and everything. Her boyfriend, like I said, created a Facebook profile the other day to message her, and her boyfriend, out of the blue, just messaged me, calls me an idiot. I'm an idiot for trying to contact my kids. I guess I am. I'm an idiot. I want to see my kids. judge me for the first year that we separated. It's after 10 years of marriage. I was married to her for 10 years. Okay. I raised my kids. I busted my ass. I worked. I paid the bills. She worked too, but on the weekends, maybe 12 hours a week. You know, it was shitty. You know, I'd do 60, 70 hours a week. I'd come home. I would cook, clean, take care of the kids. And I'd have to go to sleep and get right back up early in the morning to go to fucking work again. On the weekends, she would go to work, and her last words out the door would be, "This house better be clean when I come home." You know, her entire family believes her. It's a sad thing. Her entire family. To involve them in something like this is shitty. You know, I actually thought some of her family was actually pretty nice. You know, I talked to her cousin too. I talked to a bunch of her cousins, actually. I friended her cousin's husband at the time, and then he turned out to be a man of two faces. Her father was also a man of two faces. You know, I went back down to said Florida to get my stuff and my fiance at the time to move to another state. And I seen her father. The way he acted for someone that was in her 50s was childish, very disrespectful. It was like he was encouraging me to hit him. I wanted to. I really did. I wanted to fucking hurt him. Because he knows where my kids are. You know, I'm all alone. I do have family, but I don't talk to them. It's a constant struggle I deal with every day. Sometimes I burst out in tears. Yes, I'm a grown man. I drive truck. I'm a truck driver. And I bust out in tears. I don't know where my 3 kids are. One's about to be a teenager this year. My daughter turned 5. I missed her first day of school because I don't know where the hell they are. You know, I act like a raging lunatic because I don't know where my fucking kids are, and I'm the bad person. All of a sudden, her entire family, when this all went on, she got with this guy 2 weeks of knowing him, moved him in. She's still with him. He's a prick. Raging alcoholic, from what I understand. But he isn't the problem. I don't blame him. You know, he's just ignorant. I'm not calling him stupid. I'm using the actual term as ignorant. He has no idea. He's only been told one part of the story, and he wants to be ignorant and not listen to the other one. Which is understandable, because if I was in that position, I would probably do the same thing he does. But you gotta listen. I've told him all kinds of stories. What happened, why I was acting like the way I was, which was pretty normal for someone that had his kids taken from him to another state, ripped from my life, and now they have been alienated from my life. Another reason why I create different Facebook profiles is so I can get recent pictures of my children. I have sent her emails asking, about I want report cards, at least the grades, how they're doing in school, pictures. I get nothing. I don't get shit. I don't know how they're doing in school. Last time I seen the recent picture that I got, they looked good. But I fear that they're going to hate me. But once they see the stuff that I have printed out, our conversations, they're going to hate her. And I don't think she sees it. She just thinks I'm talking crap. I'm bullshitting. I'm not. Had my mother, if I found out my mother was fucking keeping my dad away from me, and I found him, and he proved that, I would never speak to her again. I don't speak to her anyway because of some other reasons, but it makes me sad. They need me, and I'm not there, and they don't know. So of course they're gonna believe that I don't care. I do. Unfortunately, if I was in their state, their city, which I do know what city they live in, I just don't know the address. If I was in that city and I found their address, I wouldn't even want to go over there. For one reason, her boyfriend is a huge piece of shit. And I say huge, I mean he's got to weigh a good 300-400 pounds. I'm only 180. What the hell am I going to do with that? Kick him in the nuts? Then I go to jail for assault. And then that gives her fuel to fight me in fucking court. Plus, if I did show up, I do owe child support, so yeah. Just got me over a barrel there. The thing is, I might have to be one of those dads that have to wait. I've been waiting for 3 years, and it's driving me fucking crazy. I'm having another kid, which is awesome. He's going to be born between now and June 11th, which is awesome. But I'm going to have to add another name to my arm. So, it's fine. I'm with the right person this time. Last time was just a learning experience. Even though it was a big waste of my time, it was a learning experience. I don't regret my kids, I regret her. Yeah. When she took my kids from me, she took every single picture that I had. Actual paper picture. She took everything. Didn't leave me anything. I had to go and get copies of the birth certificates. That's when I started, if you will, stalking her page so I can get fucking recent pictures of my kids. Which every single one of them are on my phone. I treat my phone like gold so I don't lose them again. I thought I lost them one time, and luckily, what is that one app? Photo Bucket. My phone's always updating. my first phone. So I was updating to Photo Bucket, and it saved all my pictures, which is, I'm very thankful for that app. The first couple years I struggled. I busted my ass. I worked at McDonald's, I worked at Wendy's, I worked at Labor Finders, fucking doing all kinds of stupid shit. Now I'm a truck driver, which, not a tractor trailer, straight truck. Doesn't pay a whole lot, but whatever, it pays the bills. Which I'm getting ready to give that up so I can be local, so I can be home with my fourth kid. Like I said, I'm constantly struggling with my depression. I love beer, but out here, I can't drink. I'm a driver, so no alcohol for me. When I was my oldest son's age, I was a rebellious little shit. I was always getting in trouble. I'm hoping my oldest does the same, to the point to where she can't take it no more. I'm waiting on that phone call. And no, she doesn't know where I live, but she does have my number. She has my Skype, she has my email, she knows my Facebook, even though she has me blocked. Every Facebook that I've made, except for the last one, she has me blocked on, because I blocked her. I'm tired of making new Facebook pages. I had 10 at one time. I even thought about the idea of creating a fake one, a whole new person that she never know that was me, and to get her to add me to her fucking list to spy on her, but I'm not going to stoop that low. That's something she would do. Yeah, I do have a mohawk. It's all come down to money for her. That's all she's ever wanted. Ever. Every time we were broke, even after we paid the bills, we were broke, she would flip out and go batshit crazy. Okay? I didn't care. Bills are paid, right? I was always accused of cheating on her. I was beat. I was spit on, bit. I lost a lot of shirts because she would grab me by the shirt and rip them. Some people would probably say, that's not being a man, you should have hit her back. That's not being a man. I didn't hit her back because of that. I don't hit women. Yeah, I may have slapped her around a couple times, but that was during her little fits, her little temper tantrums, ripping my fucking shirts, trying to fucking bite me. Yeah, I slapped her. I'll fucking admit it. I don't care. If I can do something to knock her in her senses, yeah, I'm not gonna punch her. She's done more than slap me. There was one time I was on probation. Long story, which I'm not going to repeat. Something I didn't do. She would hold me against it. If I wanted to go fishing with her cousin's husband at the time, she would threaten to call the cops on me because I wanted to go fishing. Because she thought I was cheating on her. Which actually comes later to find out that she was cheating on me because she was giving a guy rides home from her work, which lived around the block from our house, which took an hour to do. And she didn't work 10 minutes down the road. That and a little birdie told me she was. I don't know what more to say. I mean, I was, for 10 years, mentally abused like crazy. I struggled my ass off. I mean, sometimes, I was unemployed for a couple times after a couple years of working. One company went out of business. The other one just wanted me to work for free, and that wasn't going to happen. When I was unemployed, again, the constant fighting, the arguing. Oh, I was cheating on her, doing this, I was doing that. I remember one night I left. I said, fuck you, I'm going fishing. She locked the fucking door. Like a retard, and like, I don't have a key to the house. It's my house, I know how to get into it. You're gonna do something childish just to lock me out of my own house? That's kind of stupid. I can get in my own house. I mean, an hour that night, that same night, an hour of fishing, she would call or text, both, really, ask me when I'm coming home. It's like, well, number one, this is fishing, and it takes a while. Probably all fucking night. I went on probation. She couldn't control me anymore. She's a very controlling person. That's when she said she was going to lock me out of the fucking house. Okay, whatever, bitch. Guess what? I got home about 2, 3 in the morning. Walked right in. Opened my front door. Had a sliding glass door in between, which that's the one that was locked. You just pick it up and slide it open. Unfortunately, her big ass fat arms couldn't do the same, but I can. You just simply pick the fucking door up. Yeah, she was a big girl. She still is. But my whole thing is, she thinks it's a game. This is a game for her. And I'm really getting tired of playing her fucking game. I'm tired. A lot. You're keeping my kids from me. You're alienating them from me. And they're gonna fucking hate you one day. Because one of them, not necessarily my oldest, but one of them is going to find me. He's going to call me. He's going to email me or write me a letter or come to my fucking front door, because I'm going to make that available to them, to where I live. And when that happens, and every reports to where you tell me that I'll never see my kids ever again, or you're going to rape me in child support, or that they don't need me, is bullshit. I've always been there for them. I will always be there for them. I will always be their father. You can stop alienating me from them. This is enough. No, I'm not divorced yet, but in my state, I'm not even going to get into details, because I'm sure she's going to be watching this one day. I am working on the divorce, though. I don't know where she lives right at the moment, but that doesn't fucking matter with my state. I have no contact with her, no address or anything. They don't care. They'll just sign off on it, which is awesome. Give me what I want so I can marry my girl, who I've been with for almost 3 years. 2.5. If my kids watch this one day, which hopefully they do, they will. because this is going on YouTube. I love you. I do miss you a lot. It's just unfair that someone such as your mother and most of her family is in on this. Your grandfather won't even tell me where you are. It's all come down to money. She wants me to give her money to see you, which last time I checked is wrong because I'm your father. You're not a theme park or some kind of a fucking museum exhibit where I gotta pay to see you. She cut me off while I was paying for child support, which I don't know if you got a dime of it. I did have an address at one time. I've sent birthday presents, letters. I've sent all kinds of shit to your old address, which I'm assuming I never got anything returned. But last time I heard, you moved again. Every time I find an address, you move. Every time I find a number, your mother changes it. I do know where her boyfriend works, and I do know where she works, but I'm not gonna call and start a fight at her work. I understand that people do have to work and pay the bills, and it also takes care of you guys. So I am trying my damnedest to keep my patience. I just hope you guys understand one day that this is not my doing. You were taken from me, and I will find you. It might take me another year or two, but I will find you. I'm never going to give up on you three. Ever. The only time I'll ever give up if I die. So to my ex, you have to kill me to stop me. I will never go away. I will always be there, lurking in the background, trying to find my kids that you took from me. There is support groups for fathers. In my case, there's a lot of people out there like me. And there's a lot of people out there like you who claim to be a victim, but going around spreading bold-faced lies, talking shit, so you make me look like the monster. I'm tired of it. You know, I'm depressed all the time. It's not fair. It's not going to be fair. Not until my kids are returned to me. I've missed 3 years of their lives because I don't know where the fuck they are. There's a bunch of people out there who told me, you know, like I said, get a court date. How? With what money? I'm a truck driver. I don't make a lot of money unless I own my own truck, but then that wouldn't fucking help either. So all my money would go into fucking truck maintenance. On top of that, I'm going to retire driving over the road. I drive all over the fucking country. It's not really that great as it's portrayed to be. Seen so much crap out in this country, it's pathetic. But here's I hate going through the state you live in, kids. I really do. Which is North Carolina. I tried to get a court date once to have the state help me out with it, and I was laughed at because it's unheard of a father fighting for his kids. You know, I hate it. What am I to do? I was threatened by her family, her boyfriend. I'm not threatened by her boyfriend. If he does anything, he goes to jail for a long time. And then he wouldn't be coming around my kids, ever. You will never push me to the point to where I'm going to do something stupid to put myself in jail. You need to grow up. You need to move on. You need to let me talk to my kids again. You cut me off when I was paying child support. You ceased all communication with them from me. I was even Skyping with them. I couldn't do it on a regular basis because of my job. Once I found a phone number, you changed it. I didn't call harassing, I called to talk to my kids. And then, of course, most of the time, you would listen in on them. Why? To make sure I wasn't going to tell them, oh yeah, you can come live with me. Which I did, actually, at one time. I told my oldest over the phone. This was in, I want to say 2013. I told my kid, yeah, you can come live with me. I remember hearing her take the phone away from him. And in the background, she was telling him that I was lying. And he started crying. You don't worry about a thing, dear ex. I will find my kids. And my kids will find me. If I have to wait until they're old enough and out of your control, guess what? You're going to lose them one by one. When my oldest turns 18 in about, 5.5 years, I'm going to have to wait, probably. It's going to be worth it. I'd rather have them now. You got 5.5 years. Your life is going to change dramatically. And when I do find them, if I do find them before that happens, you got no worries. I'm not going to take them from you. Sure, they're going to want to come live with me for a little while. Maybe a couple months here and there. Because I live in another state. But who cares? This isn't about you. This is about them. So take your fat head out of your ass. And the term fat head means you got a lot of fat in your head. Not because you have a fat head, which you do. But, oh man, I would love to cuss you out right now. I can get really graphic. And it'll all be true too. But, you, your boyfriend, your father, your sister's husband, you all can fuck off. Because I'm not going anywhere. Ever. Unless I die. And I do have a nice life insurance policy. Which you will not touch a fucking dime until they are adults. And even then, you're not going to get anything because that goes to them. They'd be set for a long fucking time. They'd get enough each to buy their own home and a car. And then some. Or go to college, one of them. for them to go to college. Why can't you send me report cards and pictures? Why can't you grow up? All you want is money. I know that's what you want. You can say otherwise all you want because that's not the truth. You're a constant liar, and anything comes out of your mouth I will never believe. My kids will learn that too one day. It's unfortunate. I am in the process of writing a book. All our conversations is going to be in that book. And it's going to be made public. Just like this video. I haven't mentioned any names. Just states and my name. So, this is my First Amendment right to express my right to free speech. Report this video all you want. I will fight it and it will stay up. Posted one last time with my proof, some of my proof, and you reported it and it got taken down. Just fine. This conversation is going to be a one-way street because you will never respond to this video. And it's not really for you anyway. It's actually for my kids. To let them know what I'm going through. What the hell is going on. Why you're doing this. It's... You know. I wish you felt like what I feel right now. I've been talking for almost 38 minutes. Something I never usually do. You know, other people I talk to, they listen, but they don't know what the hell I'm going through. They don't understand it. You know, my fiance, she kind of gets it. My sister, she gets it. Kinda. I have a lot of people looking out for me that are looking for you. That would just love to walk in the same room with you. But I hold them back because it's the right thing to do. If I have somebody kick your ass, severely hurt you, what's that gonna look like on me? So I don't. Even though I really want to push you off a fucking cliff. Worse than again, that would probably cause an earthquake. I can do it in my head. I do it all the time. I push you off a cliff in my head all the time. It's funny to watch. I even reverse it so you're actually falling back up so I can push you over again. I wonder how many other guys are out there that's going through the same crap I am. It's emotionally draining. It's like I have a jackhammer in my head, just beating the fuck out of my head. You know. You think you won this war. I don't consider it a war. It's the most selfish, childish thing that anyone can ever do is to take someone's kids from them for no reason. Because we fought. We fought for less than a year after we separated. Big fucking deal. Who cares? I don't give a fuck. That's just normal. You treated me like shit for after 10 years, and you expect it to be clean? and then you get where I go my separate way, you go your separate way, but then you still hold everything against me. You need to grow up. You seriously do. You need to get a new head on your shoulders. It's good you get a job, finally. You help mentally challenged people obtain jobs when I understand of it, or some stupid crap like that. Is that how you got the job? Because you're mentally disturbed? It could be. I understand your boyfriend bounces from job to job to job. I wonder how that's going for you. I don't care. Last I looked, his Facebook said he worked in Atlanta, which is a hellacious drive. He must be putting a lot in gas. It's not logical to drive that far from said city to Atlanta to work, which I'm in Atlanta all the time. I'm not right now. I'm in Mississippi. But I don't hate you. I say that with the strongest words because I am grown up. You take my kids from me. No, I don't hate you. I despise you. I'm angry at you. I think you're a sick person that needs help. I don't know how many times I want to tell you they're going to hate you. They're never going to talk to you again. He will be 18 in 5.5 years. You're not understanding this whole situation. So, well, I'm going to end this. I don't know how long of a video I can upload to YouTube. I might have to, I'll retake the fucking video. I don't care. I think I could put, I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, if my kids are watching this, I am here. I'm looking for you constantly. I don't know where you live. I don't know a phone number for you. I tried Skyping every now and then when I'm home because I have no internet out here besides my phone. She never answers it. My call history on Skype is pretty huge. I have sent you things to your address that I know of, but that was the address that I knew where you lived when I was in Tennessee 3 years ago. I'm positive that you moved since. I mean, your mother slipped once, made a post on her Facebook, and it left a GPS mark, which I'm a pretty smart guy. I can track GPS. I can track IPs. But that was the only time she slept. And you no longer live in that city. You moved to another city. So GPS was in the mountains in a country somewhere. I don't know where. I don't know what the hell that is. Looked like a trailer. But it didn't give me an address. Who knows? Maybe I'll go to that city and I'll go to that trailer and knock on the door. But anyway, I love you three. I'm sorry that I'm out there. My only excuse, which I shouldn't even have an excuse, is I don't know where you are. As long as your mother controls things, I'll never know where you are. It's a constant fight to find you. You probably don't care about me right now, but you will understand once you find out why. Once you learn the truth. Your mother has been lying to you. I love you. I miss you. I will always be your father. And I hope one day I see you again.